get him to cast the finals, but I don't think that's gonna happen for some reason. But anyway, countdown has started. We're gonna head it in this game at Belshire Prestige.
5 seconds to start. There we go.
All right.
Alright, guys. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner as the red circ, it will be ATThisGameSuck. And at the top side, who do we have, Wyman?
We have from Team Lowland Lines SC2. He's one of the more younger players in the tournament, I think. His name is Melle.
There we go. It's gonna be PvZ on Belgian Prestige, like you mentioned. The Swedish player and the Dutch player have gone very far, and the first thing to do is pass the game. Brilliant.
Brilliant move there
Yes.
by Melle. Certainly giving him a
Yes.
big strategical advantage. Okay, well, not really. But it's still something that I'm quite interested to see, like what's happening. I can't even move my camera, so I can't see if you like accidentally made an evolution chamber instead of a spawning pool. I've seen that happen on ladder. It's quite funny.
I think they paused the game because I forgot to open the production tab, so thank you so much for that. We'll see if they resume soon. It's pretty like a nail biter here because we just started the game. Everybody's here, even some guys making photos of us, and then we paused the game immediately. Maybe something's up though. Mouse not working,
It's
keyboard
probably
not
just
working.
a small technical
Yeah.
issue that'll be fixed. Like, to be honest, all tournament long, I don't think we've had any serious hiccups. Knock on wood.
Alright.
Oh, the moment I say it, Melle grants us. the gift
Let's
of
see if these guys
continuing.
here can make some noise. But Mel is ready. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. And it looks like it's going to be a very standard opening from the looks of it. Forge Fast Expand is coming up, and Pool into Hatchery should be following for the Zerg. Looks like Jeroen is busy fixing the settings.
Nah, just
What
my
would
own
you-
preferences.
What would you like to see from these guys, Wyman?
Well, ideally, I really like macro games in PvC. But if you look at the metagame and how it's evolved, especially in this tournament, we see that a lot of Protosses will opt to go for like a fast expand or either a gateway expand into 4-gate pressure, and then proceed to do more of Stargate-oriented build, get map control with Phoenixes, and then finally try to transition into a very deadly timing with Colossi. Of course, it's all up to the Zerg in order to actually identify that properly and respond to it by making corruptors in time.
Yep, it is, and the Protoss on this map has a decent positioning to take the third base. Earlier today I saw Darko Micron wall off this spot close to the ramp, and then took a nice position between the two bases, making it really easy for him to go up the 3 bases. Pro being a little bit annoying already, he's not even trying to launch an expansion. But yeah, I like macro from Protoss on this map, and also airplay is very viable, it seems like.
Here's something that, well, it doesn't necessarily confuse me, but we see the second Overlord of TGS heading straight towards the third of his opponent. Usually, Zergs will send that towards their natural to make sure there isn't any cannons being proxied. Of course, TGS doesn't have to worry about that because he went for a pull first. In fact, he finally gets the archery up. Nice move by him. And he doesn't really have to worry that much about potential cannoning, especially since his Overlord now moves into the natural and spots that the Forge hasn't even finished building yet.
Yeah, we got a Queen on the way, we got a Gateway on the way, a Forge on the way, and the Nexus already in production. Pylon also, making that wall very standard from the Protoss player. No
Very
gas
standard.
as of yet, and the Zerg had no real problems getting his hatchery up, and it looks to be what's gonna be the first macro game between these guys.
Yeah, so far it's still, both players can do what they want. We have a few links out on the map for TGS. He probably wants to scout around for, he wants to get that probe out. Sends a drone towards the third, actually, and he's going to go for a very quick third hatchery.
Yep, the Zerg seeing exactly what's going on with the Overlord. Sees there's not going to be anything really ridiculous going on. He's also got some map control with the Zerglings. Taking that third base behind it should be relatively safe. He's even sending some Zerglings to make sure there's no pylon or anything coming up. And he's playing a really good game so far, to be honest. Both of them are.
It's as standard as you can get, really. Both
There you
players
go.
executing their build orders, just trying to be safe, trying to anticipate anything their opponent might do. Of course, TGS here is the one playing greedy, I think. He's taking the third base, he hasn't mined any gas, so if, let's say that Melle decides to do some gateway pressure, he might have a hard time dealing with that, because that Stalker Zealot Mothership Core combination, it can hurt really well, and just snipe a few queens maybe if you don't watch out.
Yep, and it looks like this game sucks. Is really scouting well with the Zerglings, making sure there's no proxies, nothing going on.
Yep.
Of course, we as observers see everything. I know there's nothing really strange going on, but it's really good he's doing it though. It really refines his game. Not many probes yet on the Nexus for Melle on the expansion, but he's rallying both next side to it, so that should go on
Yeah.
soon. What do you think he's gonna go for? So far, I can't really read it. He doesn't have a lot of gas intake yet, and no real tech has been built.
I could say that I was thinking he was going to go Stargate.
Oh,
Which,
good.
yeah, with a little bit-
Perfect read, Jeroen. Perfect.
and it was Stargate because that's what we've been seeing pretty much all tournament long. Protoss is in the mid game really tend to favor Stargate to take map control and just get a good position out on the map and figure out what their opponent is doing, and of course be safe against the all feared mutas. At this point, we don't see a whole lot of gases being taken by TGS, but of course he could, that could change very well.
Yep, still good map vision, map control by the Zerg, but he is being pushed back a little bit by Zealot and Stalker.
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to react to this. He is throwing down a Roach Warren, also started his first geysers a little bit back. And he is going to put a little bit of pressure on.
Yeah.
If he can kill anything with this, that would be huge, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think TGS is smelling something. Of course, Stalker and Zealot now make their way into the third, gonna try and pick off this Queen, maybe Lynx moving in. Melle can actually do some damage here if he really wants to. We see the Lair now up on the way for TGS. And yeah, he's a couple of Lynx being forced out here by the Protoss. And they're gonna get the surround on this stock. They do get the surround.
Beautiful surround by the Zerg player right there, and they'll take down the Zealot and the Stalker. They overdid their stay a little bit there, and
Yeah.
I think he should have reacted better to that. They already did a little bit of damage, got some scouting information. He should have waited for the Void Ray, I think.
Yeah, coupled with the Void Ray, this would have been a much more powerful attack. You just kind of kite back the Lynx and let your Void Ray deal the damage. We actually have a proxy pylon on the way, all the way on the left side of the map. So I'm really expecting some sort of gateway pressure, but how many gateways do we have on the map?
Yeah, but
4?
looks like
Okay.
this.
Oh, there's the warp in already at the proxy pylon. And this Link spots it immediately and gets sliced to pieces. But now TGS knows what's up. He's got his Roach Warren, looking at the production tab. He's going to scramble in order to defend this.
Yep, this game is going to get exciting with the proxy panels coming up, some pressure coming out from Melle, and let's see how much damage he can do with this. The Spore Quarters are in a good position. There are some Roaches, there are some Zerglings already on the field. He put a pylon even a little bit closer towards it as well, but these Zealots are going to make short work of these Zerglings. The Spore Quarters fighting the Void Ray though, so that's not the best position to be in.
And these are not just Zealots, these are +1 Zealots.
Plus
these have
one.
A lot of extra damage, and they will slice up Lynx like it's nothing. However, Roaches, and we have 8 now here on the third able to defend, are quite adept at dealing with +1 Zealots as they can just kite, especially on creep. So I really think it's going to be tough here for Melle to do some damage, which is why he's splitting his attack and is now heading straight sword to natural.
Yep, he's going for a natural Spore Quarter there as well. Good placement by our Swedish player. Looks like these Zealots will kill it, but the Roaches are going to come in and try to snipe these Zealots. So far doing a decent job at that. The Void Rays are going to reign supreme here.
Yeah, Void Ray is really doing the massive amount of damage that they need to do in this engagement. And now that there's no Spore Crawler here at the natural, they can start picking off the Queens, they can start picking off drones, maybe even pick off even more Roaches, so these Zealots can go to town on these drones. More Zealots being warped in. Production tab is mostly full of Lynx, but that's not really the unit you want to make against +1 Zealots and Void Rays.
Nope, that one Zealot being surrounded by some drones that are already starting to attack this this combination of Void Ray Zealots. A very good attack so far by Melle, doing more damage than I would have anticipated with the Zealots as well. There are some Zerglings on the way and 3 Queens being constructed. He's going
The natural goes down. This is absolutely huge.
+1 is cancelled for the Zerg as well. He does have Hydras on the way. The Hydra then builds extremely fast and he's trying to make that work. But will it be enough to also kill the Zealots? I don't think so,
No,
Jeroen.
I don't think so either. More Zealots even streaming into the third, now going to down on the Queen there, which means there will almost be no Larva, and TGS leads the game.
First game
takes his first victory here.
goes to Melle.